Welcome to the Safari Live broadcast from the Mara Triangle. We're sitting here with two lions of what is known as the Out of Africa Pride. Beyond them, a herd of zebra, and also just to the left of them, a herd of buffalo. Now, these two lions are unlikely to take on those large bovids over there. They're much more likely to try and pick up one of those zebras. The wind is blowing from the zebra onto the lion, so that's a very good thing for hunting lions. And while we wait here, I'm just going to give you a little bit of background. We're sitting here in the Mara Triangle, and we've come to tell the story of the migration, those wildebeest and zebra and Thompson's gazelles and eland that come up through Tanzania, up into southern Kenya, where we're sitting now. And we're telling the story of their crossings over the Mara River. We're telling the stories of the lions of this area. And we're learning as we go. Every single day we've learned new things about the lions here. We've learned about the Kichwatembo pride, a pride of 5 lionesses, 2 young males, and they are dominated at the moment by 3 males, 2 of them usurpers of the most famous Mara lion, Scarface. He seems to have come back into the area. Maybe his day is not quite yet done. Anyway, for the next 10 minutes, we're going to see what goes on with this lot. Then off to the right-hand side, we've got some wildebeest as well, and they've been coming to this area recently as a result of some rain. And then as we tilt up from the wildebeest, we have the most beautiful lodge in all of Africa, and that is Angama Mara. That's where we're staying, everyone. Good grief, what a privilege it's been to be there. Thank you, Val. You say this is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. I've run out of superlatives to describe the area that we're in. In case you're wondering, my name is James Hendry. On camera is Jeandre. Well done, Jeandre. He would normally show you his grubby thumb, but he's zoomed in on those lions, and so he's not going to do it now. And as Val has just done, you're welcome to talk to us on the comment section of this broadcast. Ask us any questions. Tell us what you think about this area. If you've got any information, perhaps that we don't have, please feel free to send it to us. We're hoping to follow these lions tonight on the hunt. It's quite possible that they'll kill during the course of the afternoon. They don't look very full. They're certainly watching those zebra, and our experience here over the last little while has indicated that lions do hunt here during the day. Sam, you say, cool, a lion hunt. Yes, let's see it. Well, we hope to do just that. Those wildebeest and those zebra do not realize the precarious position that they find themselves in now. At the moment, however, the light really does favor the prey species, and those lions are going to be thinking twice about breaking cover in front of the buffalo. A buffalo will not tolerate them being too close. Sunel, you're wondering how many days we're going to be doing these broadcasts. Sunel, this is the last day. This is the last of 5 days. I've no doubt we're going to come back to this area fairly soon. But basically, we came here to see what it would be like. Could we do a live broadcast? What are the stories of these lions? And I've got to tell you, everything we've seen so far has by far exceeded our expectations. We've had the most wonderful, wonderful time here. And hopefully we're going to have more wonderful times today. After we've been with these lions, we're going to watch them for a while. I don't think they're going to hunt before the night falls. We'll go towards the crossings and see if any of those great wildebeest or zebra herds are going to come over the swirling waters and over those great dinosaurs of the deep. Barbara, you say, cool, the Mara in my living room. Well, it's very good to be in your living room in the Mara, yes. And that's, of course, the whole point of what we do, that we can take Africa and the great wildlife spectacles of this planet to you. What I'm going to ask Jeandre to do while the lions are sort of snoozing on the ground there is just to pan over the scene from the left of the Ulololo escarpment that we've got there, and also the deep green woodland that sort of fringes the drainage line, on the fringes of which this herd of buffalo are grazing. The colours here, unspeakably magnificent. It really is. Isn't that fantastic? Gorgeous. And then we're going to keep going to the right. You can't see me, I'm afraid, everyone, because the wind is blowing very strongly, and that means if I pop my head out of the top of this car basically you will be assailed by the sound of a tornado. I'm going to sort that out at some stage, but you're not going to see me, and I promise you I don't look anything like as good as the view you're seeing right now. So that's the Olololo escarpment, and on top there, Ngama Mara, that's the lodge there. Hello, Barbara. You say you want to go to Sri Lanka next with us to see the elephants. Well, Barbara, I'm not sure if Sri Lanka is on the top of our list to go to for elephants. It might be. One day, that's the hope of Wild Earth, of course, that we go to all the wild, or Safari Live. It's a hope that we go to all the great wildlife hotspots of the world and be able to broadcast to you live. And that's the difference between what we're doing, of course, and a standard issue documentary. This is happening right now. This is as real as it gets. The zebra and the wildebeest are coming closer. Who knows what's going to happen during the course of the afternoon. Hello, David. You say hello from Scotland? Well, hello. Very un-Scottish weather we're having here at the moment. We have had a beautiful storm, and it fell on top of the lodge where we were. It's sort of trickled over the edge of the escarpment, and the further east that you go from here, the drier it's been this afternoon. That's towards the river where the wildebeest, we've heard, are actually massing, about to go across the river. And Valerie, you say what an honour to be in the Mara on the back of the largest safari vehicle in the world. Well, it's an honour to be in front of the largest safari vehicle in the world, especially here in this magnificent landscape. I have to tell you, I have never seen a place as beautiful as this. The diversity, the sheer number of animals has been utterly overwhelming. So we're going to sit here for another 3 minutes or so, see what these lions do. We're definitely going to put our tracker-in-chief over here, perhaps to wait and see what they do before we head off to the crossing to see what happens. We might just wait here. And Sam, well, what a wonderful comment from you. You say, this place brings back memories, and that there is no feeling in the world like being in a place like this. Yes, absolutely. It's overwhelming. It fills you with a sense of awe that is impossible to describe. And I hope that anybody watching is going to have the opportunity to come and experience this firsthand, to put your feet on the ground here and absorb the energy of this place. Evelyn, you say you have to come back to the Mara sometime, and you're in Norway. Well, I hope you do. I also hope that the Mara will be here forever and ever, of course. Look at that herd there. The lions are snoozing in front of them. Look at the greenery behind them, the hundreds of different colours of verdant green there as the woodland moves down in a kind of, I guess it's a seep. That's where the water flows, and that's why there's a woodland there. Mostly it's grassland here, of course. Hello, Heidi. You say, after these experiences, would I want to go back to the Mara again? Heidi, I would like to spend an extended period here in the Mara. It is quite possibly, as I've said, well, you must be tired of me saying it, but over the last 5 days I've just described what an incredibly magnificent place this is, and I've run out of adjectives and superlatives to describe its magnificence. There's the lodge we're saying. You can see it twinkling in the sun. That's Ngama Mara, with the best view on God's earth. It is really quite astounding. The sun just peeping out now as the clouds blow off, and hopefully they won't dump on us yet again. Not because the land doesn't need it, but because, well, the camera and Jeandre out back, he's starting to look a bit shivery just at the thought of being rained on again. Hello, Jackson. You say one of the big five is just napping. Indeed, one of the big five is just napping. But remember, this place is about so much more than the big five. The zebras, the Thompson's gazelles, the wildebeest, the warthogs, the topi, the Maasai giraffe, all of them conspire to make one of the greatest scenes on planet Earth. All right, everyone, that's going to be it from us today. For now, join us for the rest of the show. You can just Google Safari Live and you can find a platform that suits you best. 3 o'clock Central African time, 4 o'clock East African time. We'll hopefully see you then.